Exclusive. Angelina Jolie facing brutal accusation. She's dragging out her and Brad Pitt's epic winery battle to keep her tied to A-list ex. Angelina Jolie is facing accusations she is deliberately prolonging her bitter legal fight with former husband Brad Pitt over their $164 million French winery. With sources telling RadarOnline.com, she is dragging out proceedings to remain tied to her A-list ex. The 50-year-old Maleficent star is locked in a protracted dispute with Pitt, 62, over Château Miraval, the estate in Correns, France, once jointly owned during their relationship. The pair, who met while filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2005, separated in 2016 after 12 years together and finalized their divorce in December 2024. The current lawsuit, initiated by Pitt in 2022, centers on Jolie's sale of her share of the winery to Russian billionaire Yuri Shefler. In recent filings, Jolie indicated she is content with a September 2027 trial date, resisting Pitt's push to begin proceedings earlier in April of that year. There is a feeling among those watching this closely that Angelina's current approach leans more toward stretching out the process than actively working toward any meaningful resolution. And for people familiar with how these disputes have unfolded, it is not entirely unexpected, a source said. It creates an impression that progress is being dragged out by Angeline rather than encouraged in terms of progressing things, and it appears she's doing it just so she can stay tied to Brad. Another insider said, increasingly, there is a belief within Brad's circle that the dispute has moved beyond the practical matter of the winery itself. The sense is that prolonging the case keeps a formal connection between them in place, and that is why it continues to be extended. From their perspective, it feels less like a legal necessity and more like something being drawn out deliberately. Pitt, known for Fight Club and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, has argued in court filings the prolonged dispute has cost him years of the quiet enjoyment of his home in France. He has also raised concerns about the passage of time in the case, noting key witnesses are aging and highlighting how one individual connected to the case has already died. A source familiar with Pitt's position said, there is a clear and growing frustration on Brad's side about how prolonged this process has become. From his perspective, what should have been resolved far sooner has instead turned into an extended legal standoff, and he is keen to bring it to a close rather than remain caught up in ongoing and repetitive litigation.